button. So, welcome everybody to Tales of Fumbles and Fortunes, week number 50.
Yes!
Oh, it's been nearly a year of this campaign. Excluding missed weeks and one-shots and what have you. Anyway, our band of adventurers, known as the Blade Guard, have been venturing across the entire world, doing odd bits of heroics, but mainly stopping the efforts of the Prime Dragons, who are celestial beings sealed to human form, from being released and throwing the entire world into chaos. This has led you into confrontation with an unknown dragon known as Ebonrath, who seems to encompass death, decay, and all things dark and evil. And over the past few weeks of the campaign, you guys have decided to retrace your steps and revisit the Temple of Io, where this whole thing sort of started. In that, you found out that the 10th Legion of the Dragonborn Empire had gone rogue, had rebelled, and were attacking Fort Iron Tower, which was close by. And in dealing with that, you were then asked to go and flank them from behind, from having a vision of a way through the mountains that wasn't a main mountain pass that the fort defends. In doing so, you fought a troll, several scouts, and looted one heck of a treasure trove. And I do mean one heck of a treasure trove. I added up last night, it was a lot of money.
Heck yes.
Yes.
For those of you that want to keep track at home, here's what their loot came out to. 1,100 copper pieces, 8,000 silver, 1,600 gold, 130 platinum, and 500 electrum. They are now loaded for life. They can quit adventuring. Along with some various other bits.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. Like, the campaign actually ended last week, you know. Just,
Yeah,
we're
now it's just
now,
wrap up time. Like, what do you guys do with the money? You know, retire to the Bahamas? Or the fantasy equivalent thereof?
Yeah.
But,
man.
Anyway, but through this cave system and everything else, you come across an ancient temple of origin unknown. It certainly seemed to predate everything that you guys had seen previously.
Ooh.
And when we last left you all, you had exited the cave and emerged on the other side. And a
Indeed.
bright, well, I was going to say warm mountain there, but the weather in England is about matching alpine weather at this rate. It is cold, it is crisp. It's only warm when the sun's out and you're behind a pane of glass.
Yeah.
So, what do you guys wish to do?
Well, we're not that injured at the moment, but I suppose if we want to press on, we can do. But if we want to have a little bit of a rest, that's
I
fine.
thought we were resting between now and between last week and now anyway.
I have no idea at this point.
I thought that is where we were going to stop, so we were going to...
Yes, to my logic, you guys said you were going to take a long rest. I think I noted down rest, and I didn't note down if it was a long or a short one.
Alright. Fair enough. Yeah, because we have like a bit of wood with like a feather sticking out, and we can turn it into a swan boat.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You have a ludicrously big swan boat and a lake.
Well,
cross.
I mean,
if you want to sneak on the camp from behind, if you want to go through the front doors like maniacs, you can go around the edge of the lake.
it's just, I mean, I'm okay in terms of, actually, yeah, I mean, what does everyone else think?
I don't mind.
Everyone else
I
is
mean,
currently quiet.
you're the one with the vision and whatnot.
Well, I'd rather get to the general, like, as soon as possible so we can deal with it quickly.
Well, yeah, no, that's fine by me. I mean, I'd prefer to go and do things
like quickly and efficiently. Yep. And what about you, Jin-Sakuna? Are you okay to press on?
I'm happy to press on whenever. And I'll just follow you girls.
Okay. And okay, so so are we like in front of like the lake now, or are we just sort of
You where you guys were, so you're at the entrance / exit to this temple place through a cave that the soldiers dug themselves as a
okay.
means to a way out. Bring you guys over to the map and just bring everybody else in so they know what they're missing. So, bless you.
Thank you.
So you guys are all currently up here, and you've got a sort of makeshift tunnel that they dug and kept it quite low, but reinforced it in various places.
So I want to drag Dorothy's token over.
Dorothy is going to stay here and wait for you guys, just so the DM has one less thing to worry about. If you guys want to take Dorothy, I will give you access to his character sheet.
Yeah, I don't mind. I just feel lonely leaving him all the way back there.
Aww.
Fine.
It's just like hanging around in the crypt. Just like, doo-doo-doo, guys.
Take him with us.
Guys. Hello. Hello.
Yeah.
Echo.
Am I still supposed to be standing here?
With Lilith's gauntlets.
Yeah, with the gauntlets of OP'ness.
Yeah, well, let's take him with us. One of us can
do things
with him. So let's crack on and go ahead.
Yeah, no fear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so let me just sort out his character sheet first. So as you guys make your way down the mountain, feel free to add in 6 white horses or whatever nursery rhyme you feel appropriate. As you guys make your way down the mountain and everything else, are you going across the lake, or are you going to skirt around the edge and go in through the main entrance to the camp? Because from your altitude and everything on the mountain, you can see it quite clearly. There are a couple of makeshift lookout towers, small cook fire in the distance, mingled in among the trees. Looks like they are very much dug in.
What do you guys think? I mean,
what are we looking at? What's happening?
Oh, sorry. I was describing the scene for you all. So as you sit there at the top of the cliff and everything,
yeah,
looking down, you can see the lake, and it's quite an expansive lake. Just bring you back over to the all map screen, just so we're all on the same page. So you're all down here, sort of in that area there. But you can see the camp just a little ways off. Sort of about there-ish relative to where you guys are. You can either go across the lake using your new swan boat, or go around the edge, which will take you to their front gate, where they've set up a couple of lookout towers, and they've got fires going and everything else, and they seem to be entrenching their position here.
Well, we might as well go to the front and just see if we can do it sensibly.
It's not like we can convert these sneaky by in a giant swan boat.
Yeah, I'm just thinking it might be more helpful if we've got to get away. The swan boat might be quicker if we've got to get away.
I mean, it goes at like 6 miles per hour, if I remember rightly.
Yeah, definitely not covert then.
It's so overt, it's covert.
Here, Charles, I've just been looking out over this lake, and I swear I see a giant swan come at us really quickly. What do you think? You're imagining things again, Jeremy. It's just the mist of the lake. You're imagining things. You and your swans, constantly dreaming about swans. Now, seriously, Charlie, there's a giant fucking swan coming this way. Look at it.
It's even got 4 people on the back paddling. No, you get swans like that. It's an illusion. Chicks with the light in their feathers.
See, it's the natural gases reflecting off the atmosphere, sliming down onto that lake, creating a refraction of light, and you just see like a small little baby swan. But because of the magnification developed from the light photons flashing off the water and those different waves, you might see something quite large.
Oh, that makes sense. You see, I thought we lived in the world of magic and fantasy where people could make rings that generate fireballs from nothing.
It is 6 miles per hour. I'm just looking at the Dungeon Master's Guide. Yeah, it is 6 miles per hour.
Yeah, I was just scrolling through, but I had to stop for a second because this is getting so close to a Monty Python skit.
Yeah, I suppose we could try reasoning with the guards, I suppose. Like, and then, yeah, like you said, we can always make our escape on the swan boat if needs be.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, then.
Alright then.
So we're going to go for the front door.
Okay then, as you guys make your way down the mountain and start skirting around the edge of the lake, the DM just needs to roll something really quick.
You're surrounded by deaf dogs.
Yeah, that old time, this is going to muck you up, enemy. No, actually, something entirely different comes for you.
Oh.
Right
No.
then, I have a nice little board already laid out, so if you guys could put yourselves at the bottom half where it's green, there are a few boulders.
Okay.
Ignore my very badly hand-drawn lake. I know it looks like something out of a children's book, but you'll have to bear with.
Yeah, okay.
Should be able to get everyone across. Jinsakuna,
Yeah.
Shinju should now work. Jurathil should work. Hooray.
Yeah.
Look at all these wonderful heroes.
Yeah.
Anyway, as you come around the corner and everything else, who had the higher passive perception out of you? I believe it's Jurathil, but I may be wrong.
Passive
Me.
perception. Where is my passive perception? Where is it? Let me have a
Yeah,
look.
it'll be a tie between Jurathil and Trim. In fact, no, Trim's will be higher because she is observant.
Yeah, I think my passive perception is 18.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright then.
So,
So you notice
what do
them
my halflings
first.
see? Yeah.
And of course it wouldn't load. Okay, that's irritating.
Oh,
Just need some dudes!
Just want some dudes, man.
Yeah, preferably not evil, monstrous creatures. There we go.
Okay.
Skirting around the edge of the lake, you spot a couple of soldiers armed with what appear to be longbows. There's only about 4 of them. Oops, don't want you. You have a crossbow. I want you. You have a longbow.
One
Yeah,
is swimming in the lake.
Is there? So there is.
Yeah, what?
Did warn you. Go away. Be gone. Yeah, so you spot 4 of them coming around the edge of the lake armed with longbows. They appear to be on a hunt and haven't noticed you guys yet. So you have a round of action to duck for cover.
Shall we roll initiative?
Yeah, let's roll some initiative to start with. They might not see you.
Use
Yeah.
control Dorothy's token.
You all have control.
Not of his token. I got his.
You should.
Yeah, we do. If you go to your character sheet, you should have Dorothil's
Gosh.
as well.
Yeah, I got the
Darn
character
it.
sheet, but I can't highlight his token.
I can't like control his.
Oh, that's why.
Okay,
That's his
either.
old character. Try that one.
Yeah, got it. Let's double check. Yeah, I'm moving.
Yeah, that'll be why, because it's still tied to his old character sheet. Dumb as it is. There we go. We don't need his dumb title. Alright then. And good, I didn't just delete the wrong one. Alright, but anyways, you guys do have a round of actions ahead of you.
Yay!
So, what do you guys wish to do?
What was it? Aid is still up for both Shinju, Jin and Durafil, are they not? Because we haven't taken a long rest, I don't think.
To my knowledge, it was a long rest you guys were taking.
Oh, okay, I didn't know. Okay. Okay, that's cool. I shall take my long rest then. Reset all my spells. There we go. Okay.
But anyway, what do you guys want to do? Because you currently have a free round of doing things before they possibly spot you.
What are the grey blobs there? Are they...
They are boulders.
Ooh. Well then. God. I have little legs. I'm just wondering whether there was a way that I could tell whether they're cursed from this distance or whether I'm just like, nope, I can't tell.
You can only see form. Like, you can't see specifics. If you want specifics, you will have to make perception checks.
I have to do what?
A perception check.
Okay.
I'm sorry, my Lucas AD is giving me the mother of all indigestions right now.
Okay, well, I don't see shit.
You see fine, you see about as much as you do normally. Problem is, you just don't know what the scouts are.
Oh, okay. Alright, so who wants to take control of Durafil?
Argue amongst yourselves.
I don't mind.
I might need to disappear in a sec, because I think the kitchen might have freed up.
Okay, so...
But what are we doing? I've rolled the initiative for Duracell.
Okay.
Are we dashing for cover or...
I suppose we could dash for cover in the meantime, like just so we can see what on earth we're working with here. So, I mean, I can only get up to around here.
Well, it's twice your movement speed, isn't it?
Yeah, I can only like dash up to like
that's
this sort of
movement.
radius. Durafil, he can move fucking like really fast. It's like 50, so he can move 100 feet.
Yeah. If he really wants to, he can get Duracell to pretty much engage him head on.
Yeah, well... I suppose if we sort of try and take cover behind, like, rocks and things... Oh, Jesus Christ. He can as well. I'm just looking at the ruler, it's like, he can as well.
Well, you could go for that rock over there, or that rock.
Yeah.
Or myself, I can only get to there.
Yeah, I can only get up to, like, if I want to get behind a rock, I'd have to get there, like, where I'm pinging right now. Where I'm pinging right now.
Yeah, I think is not the best, 'cause your LOS, or well, their LOS would see you eventually.
But I am tanky, so if they try to hit me, they're less likely to hit.
Well, right, are we engaging these guys or just letting them pass? Yeah, that's the ideal first thing, first of all. Let's make a decision. Engage or appease.
Are we just gonna... sit and...
Indeed, you need to let the DM know.
We could either let them pass, but then we might have to deal with them later on, or we can deal with them like now and then not have to worry about them later.
Because I do have an idea.
Oh.
Obviously, I'm Stealth Master. Dorthil has a decent stealth, doesn't he? I think so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so both me and him could go super stealth, hide behind a rock, so it only looks like you two, giving us the advantage of boo.
So we're going to act as a distraction. Yeah, yoo-hoo!
Yoo-hoo!
At least that, in a way, if you act as a distraction, you could bring them, try and encourage them to come down further.
I mean, we could
create a kill box.
Shall I just play the damsel in distress and jump out from behind the rock and go, ow, 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 I've hurt my foot?
Then where am I going to go?
Scratching your breasts. Ow, 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 I've hurt my foot.
My foot while holding my breasts.
And where am I going to hide in the meantime?
You hide as well.
You duck down as close to the nearest boulder you can find.
One is the nearest boulder that I can find. Because I have tiny legs. I cannot run far.
If you really want to, Dorothy can pick you up and run.
Okay then.
He has the strength.
Okay then, like, you can pick me up and run me like a rugby ball. Yeah.
What's the strength check? Okay. I'm assuming I have to do a strength check.
There is no way Dorothy can fail with the strength he's got.
Yeah. If he does,
10 and then 60 to there.
Yeah. That's
we decided that we're hiding behind this rock here?
Well, I mean, there are other rocks like this one here.
Due to the impartiality of the BBC, there are other rocks available.
Yes, this is true. So, I mean, Dorothy can easily get behind like this rock here, and then that would give you a chance to hide behind this rock there.
But there's also the fact that if he is carrying you, you'd have to occupy a square each.
Yeah, I'll be behind him. I'll be behind him. Like.
I know, but that I'm assuming there, directly behind the rock, gives you cover, whereas that is kind of still plain to see.
I'm a halfling. I'm a halfling. I'm tiny. I can hide just behind his legs or something.
Yeah, hold this branch. Pretend to be a bush.
Yeah, I'm a tree. You can't see me.
It might work.
Anyways.
Either way, what is your decision? Lickety split.
Okay. You decide which rock. Trim, left or right.
I'll take the left with Dorothy. I'll take. Yeah.
So pick you up. Move you there.
Okay. Whee! There we go. Like a little rugby ball.
Trim, go along! Just picks you up and throws you towards the rock. And
we're going for a try. Sticks you in a hole in the rock and goes, there we go, that's a try. Game over.
Yay.
It's good. It's good. It's good.
Okay. And then Shinju, I'm guessing you're doing your damsel in distress kind of thing.
Am I falling out? Which rock am I going to fall out from behind?
Well, I'd assume this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright then. So, those of you that are hiding, I need you to make stealth checks. And Shinju, I need you to make a performance check.
Done one of these in a while.
And did you want to roll for Durafil, or did you want me to do it? Okay.
Performance is bad.
Oh, wow.
Durafil and Jin seem to vanish.
And I, along with Durable. Whee!
Not as much. Okay, well, first of all, what's the things at... Okay.
That's right.
So, we'll start everything...
Snake eyes on that one. I've got like 20 on one side and then 1 on the other.
Yeah. The power of a rogue.
Well, that was Dorsal's roll.
Oh, was that Duracell? Oh,
Yeah.
God.
That
Power
29
of
turns.
insanely high decks. Anyway, you guys all hide and duck into crevices and things like that to avoid being seen. SteamedChu, you step out of your sort of stage entrance,
Yep.
doing your whole ow, oh my leg hurts so much. Stretching out the bust, getting the cleavage.
Yep. I even sort of fall flat on the ground for good measure.
I tripped over and this button on my blouse seemed to have just suddenly popped off.
It's even worse when you see the inside check on them.
Inside check.
What?
Who's doing an inside check?
They do, because it's kind of like there's a person out here. This is meant to be like wild territory, but
Insight check. Boobs.
Well, I have my loot and that on me. I am but a lowly traveller who's been shoved out of her home.
Boobs.
Terribly sorry to hear that, madam, and they all start rushing over to you and tending to you in the politest way possible. Yeah, one of them looks at your ankle, the other one tries to... The other two get round either side, like, are you okay? Do you need to sit down for a minute? We have some spare rations if you need something to eat. Maybe a bit of wine. I think one of us managed to sneak out a wineskin from the camp.
Don't worry. Yeah, don't move your leg. Don't move your ankle. We're totally abreast of the situation. I mean, about this situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well,
Yes, we have
well,
this
I
under a
suppose-
bust. I mean, control.
I suppose something would help calm my nerves.
One of them offers you a wineskin. It tastes horrible.
Yummy. Reminds me of a certain flavour of something.
Ding dong.
The fact
Cream in
that
the
I
puppy.
turned and I wished the wall was closer just so I could walk into it. I walked into that one.
Cream in the berry.
Anyway, they take you in your menu and go, oh, I'm sure we could help you with something like that, madam. Still, just sit here and relax. Where are you travelling to? Are you going further north to the encampment? Are you looking to go somewhere in the wild? It's dangerous to be travelling alone.
Well, as you can see from my loot, I'm just a travelling musician. I sort of go where the music takes me. Daddy kicked me out, so I don't have much else to do.
Well,
Always signs of life to go and entertain.
Well, your father's a terrible man, and when the commander has control over the region, yes, you can do. Trim. Yeah, you know, once the commander's taken over the northern spot of the territories and everything else, we'll arrest your father for kicking such a beautiful young lady out on the street and giving her nothing more than a lute and a very nice long sword to defend herself with. Really, a long sword doesn't look like a thing.
Oh
a
no,
rapier seems to be, or a short sword seems to be more your sort of weapon. A long sword, it's not very ladylike. But anyway, we shall have him arrested, and in the meantime, and he gestures to the other three, they will go and find food. I will escort you back to our camp where you can meet our glorious commander.
Oh, that would be terribly nice.
Alright, to
It's
which,
so nice.
to which these three young gents go off and carry on with their hunt, seeming a bit annoyed that they got
Cock blocked.
Oh, well, cock blocked isn't really the right term. I suppose out wingman sort of thing.
Outmaneuvered.
Yeah,
Cock block.
outmaneuvered entirely, outgoosed. But now
Why
you
is it
have
I'm now just
one
thinking
load
of Hamilton, Tom? Anyway.
You have one loaded scout. You are free to murder him or to follow him. Meanwhile, Trim, in response to your question, they don't appear to be cursed.
What do you want me to do, guys? Go and lead the way, and then you guys can
What?
follow and sneak
Can
in.
I gesture to Can I gesture to Shinju that they don't appear to be cursed? Like, I don't know, give a random hand signal, something.
Yeah, go on, make a sleight of hand check for me, just to see if you can do the hand motions correctly. And
Nope.
no, you are not very good at this whole sign language. Makaton sign is not your thing.
God darn it.
But anyway, Shinju, the ball's currently in your court. What would you like to do?
I mean, my plan in my head would probably be safer. Well, not safer, but preferably go with him. Maybe clear a path. The rest is follow.
Well, we'll just sneak behind.
Yeah.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay,
sounds
nay,
like a plan.
people.
No, I say yay.
Yay. Yep.
Yay. And I'm just trying to find the most appropriate video for this at the moment. 2 secs.
What one are you looking for?
Look, let's face it, the only one that's appropriate is Monty Python Milkman. It's the only appropriate one. Alright then, just give me a second.
Just putting it in Skype chat.
God,
There we go.
this needs to be watched over the break, isn't it?
I will watch it over the break. But yeah.
Yep. So yeah, I'm following.
Oh, that one. Okay. Okay, so he takes you back to the camp. You keep up your appearance of the limp and everything else. He's like, no, don't stress your leg, just lean on me. And you can feel that he's going through a reach around as you lean onto him just to take the weight off your wounded ankle.
Yeah, very sort of delicately sort of put my hand on his one hand around him, the other one on his chest, and just let him sort of.
You feel a slight heart flutter. It's been a long time since he's had the touch of a woman.
Yes.
But as you
Yep.
sort of go around the lake, it takes you about a good 5, verging on 10 minutes. You do come across the encampment. Currently has very thin walls at the front. Not thin walls. Tom, help me out here. What are the name of the spike things you used to use in medieval warfare?
Well, palisades.
Thank you. It went up my head. It's like barricade. No, barricade's the wrong term. Barricade doors and windows. But yeah, palisade. So the spikes jutting in to like stop a cavalry charge out the front. They've left a clear path to the gate. They haven't really put up much in the ways of walls. The only early detection they have are 2 lookout towers either side of the palisades, and various tents are dotted about the place. But one sticks out in particular, which is a very large tent at the back, covered in brilliant red cloth and everything else, has 2 standards either side bearing the insignias of the 10th Legion, along with a whole series of other markings which you've never seen before.
Can I do an insight check on the Oh no, if I've never seen them, then there's no point.
Yeah.
They get me.
Yeah, it wouldn't be an insight check either. It would just be a straight intelligence or a history check. If you want to do, but it's like military honor sort of things, you know. So like they took part in this campaign and that campaign, and got this honor or whatever. Crazy things that Romans used to do.
Yeah.
So just give me a second.
It's alright. I'm envisioning like in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like
yeah,
their tents. Yeah, and also Mulan.
Think
with like the.
Yeah, a little bit, but more Game of Thrones, Lannister style, brilliant red tents, and everyone's seems to be very well kept and maintained. The only ones that stick out a bit odd are a bit more Mongolian yurt style things, but these seem to be where the scouts and various native sorts of people start to work from. But anyway, what do you wish to do? As I'll bring you all over to this map whilst I build it.
I mean, what am I just outside of the game? What am I sort of looking for? The general being cursed, or radiating some kind of magic, or an item radiating some kind of magic.
Well, my sign language didn't do a whole load of good, so you have no idea.
Yeah, but I mean, before that, I mean, why were we travelling towards the camp anyway?
Just to see why did the 10th Legion soldiers rebel against their own sort of encampment, and what crazy vision did the commander have that made them go up north in the first place?
Okay, yeah, I've got a bit more of an idea then.
Okay.
Yeah, of just sort of what questions to sort of ask. And
on this map, for all the red squares are quite clearly the soldier tents. You've got the larger one at the back. These black ones are the yurt style tents that the folks are using. 2 brown lines which are tidy up are the palisades. And then these 2 squares with brown infill are the 2 lookout towers. Currently, they are manned by 1 archer apiece.
Okay.
Easy for you, I should think, 1 archer.
Perfect time to assassinate him. Just get into their blind spot. There's always a blind spot. Anyway, he takes you up the main strip area. You see a couple of horses stabled off to the side. Leads you into the tent, and inside you see a Dragonborn clad in fantastic full plate armour. It's got a couple of dents and a couple of scratches, but otherwise it's immaculate. It makes Trim's armour look pathetic.
That makes me sad.
Aww.
And again, he is a commander. He has someone polish his armour every day and every night, and any time he's not wearing it, it's constantly being polished to a high sheen.
He has a lackey.
Yeah, several servants. He likes them all.
Yes.
Brilliant little choir boys. Anyways, but he's also well built. He's well kept. He's currently going over plans with one of his, what you reckon is probably a lieutenant or someone of that military ranking. And he's saying stuff in Draconic that you don't understand, at which point the scout goes, Commander, I've brought you a visitor.
Traveller?
Yeah, a traveller, a visitor. I don't know what the proper term is. I'm just a lowly scout. At which point he turns around, looks at you, gives you a full kind of thing. Beckons his scouts away. And yes, thank you for reminding me, Tashi. As you are all sneaking in behind, I'll need everybody to re-roll their stealth checks as they're trying to sneak past the eagle-eyed guards.
Yeah, who's gonna roll for Durafil?
This is me.
Yeah, you can do. Oh no.
Oh wow.
No!
This
Doom
is
has come to this
Duracell.
mortal world. Although Duracell is still one with the wind, it seems.
Really is like Mulan.
Yes.
Man. That's what I'm just imagining this camp being like. Is just being like the Mulan one.
Yeah,
With a great
I'm
big totem pole in the middle and all looking like tents.
I'm
and...
imagining that as well. That's so cool.
I wasn't going with that, but I'll take it.
I know. But it's just what I'm imagining now. Especially Dorothy being one with the wind.
I was kind of imagining a cross between that and like the first Narnia, like the Lion, Witch and the Wardrobe like movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works too. Anyway, the commander gives you up and down, like checks you over. Now, can I ask, my dear, why you are travelling this far north?
Well, as I was saying to your scout here, my daddy kicked me out. I have no money. All I have is my loot, and my wits and my performance abilities. I made my way up here from, well, I suppose the Fort Iron Tower, but that had been sort of rampaged ever so slightly. And I mean, I just ran.
Oh well.
Because I seem to have come into a bit of spot bother.
Well, I apologise, and as he says, this is gesturing for you to take a seat at a table. Snaps his fingers, and one of the servants comes along and pours you a nicer glass of wine than the wineskin you had earlier.
Yeah.
And he sits down with you and says, I apologise about the attacks on Fort Iron Tower. You see, we are out here for revenge against the Empire that has lied to us and to our purpose to come this far north. So, my apologies for that. As for your father, once I've conquered these northern towns and liberated them from the oppression that the Empire has placed upon them, I will see that your father is given a fair and just trial, and his sentence, if he is found to be guilty of such wrongdoings against you, would that he be flogged, or executed, or whatever you wish to have done upon him.
Right, I can't thank you enough for your hospitality. You truly must have a very grand vision. How come you and your army are all the way up here? Is this always been your plan since you've risen up the ranks, or is this just something to change your mind? Something's changed your mind?
It's something that me and my men have recently discovered. We found some old ruins to the south of here, in the mountains. Some of their early reports seem to have hinted that we are not the first legion to have come this way. There have been several others, all of which appear to have been sacrificed to a darker god. Apparently, it's through this sacrifice that the Empire can keep itself aloft, despite the fact that at its core, it is quite clearly corrupt. And I, for one, will not stand for that.
That doesn't sound jolly at all.
Oh, it sounds absolutely horrific. Though, it's problems that you, as a mere citizen, need not concern yourself with. But perhaps I can ask a favour of you.
Oh, go on then. After your hospitality.
Well, my men are a bit demoralised at this point in time. Our recent attacks against a well-fortified Imperial emplacement have meant little effect, and our numbers are dwindling. Perhaps you could use your minstrel talents to raise the men's spirits. Put on a show.
I'm sure I can do some sort of uplifting show. I do have a little bit of magic in me. Not much was given to me, but I'm sure I can do something.
Oh, well, I do appreciate your kindness in this matter. So as this conversation is going on, Tashi, Jin, and Durathil, where do you guys wish to be? Because like I said, it doesn't have walls around the edge. They're literally out in the open. The only two people that could spot you at this point in time are up in the lookout tower, and they don't appear to have seen you yet. But you can start mingling your way into the tents, maybe get towards the command tent.
I think it would make sense if we were like near the command tent, but it's where would be the most strategic for us?
Left side.
Left side.
It offers the most cover towards the tent entrance. Mainly
Okay,
because
then.
the other side, you're talking at least 60 feet to the entrance, open ground.
Okay.
Whereas the
So
right side is only about 40 feet open ground, or even to the corner, slicing your way in.
yeah, I was kind of thinking like either round the back of the tent.
If you go round back of the tent again, left side gives you the most
Yeah.
access
So
covered.
okay, so I'm just gonna drag my token like into here for now. I mean, I would like to be behind the tent, like just so we don't get spotted by anyone from the front, but who knows? I mean, it's down to you. Like, where were you thinking? Okay, we'll be at the back of the tent. There we go.
Well, I'm guessing that's where you positioned it, you know.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking that would give us good cover.
Okay.
And
So basically, I see us entering, obviously following Shinju as he went straight down the middle. I can imagine us coming in, skirting around, and then between...
That's how I imagined you guys sneaking in as well. You're not going following behind Shinji, you're keeping your distance, going, right, okay, we've seen the tent she's gone in. We'll use this chance now and duck down. We'll use bushes and crawl around, pop up, use the tents, and get around to the back of here. But you've heard the tail end of this conversation, so you heard him talk about how he has visions and plans to improve and break the yokes of oppression, of imperialist oppression, and then asking Shinju if she'd be so kind and play a song for the men this evening to raise their spirits.
Just a quick question. Roaming patrols.
They do not currently have patrols. He has said to Shinju, but you guys as characters don't know, but their numbers are dwindling.
okay.
Compared to the Empire, he is of limited force.
Sorry, am I playing a tune, or are you still stealthing?
One last question.
Go on.
Yeah.
Where are we in relation to the lake?
In relation to the lake is off over to the right-hand side of the map. Thereabouts. So, if it helps, I know it's going to throw a lot of people off. But that way is north.
Okay. That's fine. Okay. So was there really an orc invasion then? Or are they just keeping their distance from the Empire then?
Well, I'm guessing have you lot heard what we've been talking about?
They've heard the tail end of the conversation.
Yeah, so we don't have all the information like you do. Like This is difficult. Like, like now I don't know who to believe. Like, I don't know. I mean, the Empire helped us out with a few things, but at the same time, they were like scrying on us to go to Umbreon and that, and they certainly wanted to make sure that we go and see him. But at the same time, I don't know. What do you guys think of all this?
I don't really know.
Durithal's of the persuasion that when he started out being a monk, he didn't know if Azulon was an actual thing, if it was just metaphorical, the whole triumvirate thing was just symbolic. Since then, he's kind of accepted things as he's had experience firsthand. So if this does seem off, then it probably is off for now. The only way we can know is to go in and talk to him further, or maybe just take it that he's wrong, we're right, and we can kill him.
Well, I don't want to assume things, though. I mean,
we're not assuming. We are just putting our opinion above his. Look at it that way. We are prioritizing opinions, and ours comes first.
Well, I mean, I do have an idea that can determine who is right and whatnot. I could cast divination and ask whether or not the commander's intentions are pure or whether there's a hidden agenda. I mean, I could do that. Okay. I'm going to cast divination. Like as a ritual or spell? Can I cast it as a ritual? No? Okay. I mean...
It's gonna take you a while to cast it as a ritual.
Well, I'll cast it as a spell then. I'll cast it as a spell.
Okay then.
Okay. My question is... is the commander of the 10th Legion that Shinju was conversing with, hang on, is the intentions that the commander that Shinju's conversing with pure, or is it corrupt?
Okay, as you cast the spell, the incense burns brightly, you just get this waft of smoke in your face, your eyes roll back, you say the question in your mind over and over and over again. You hear a deep booming voice with no discernible source. It seems to emanate from inside your skull. And it responds with intentions vary from person to person, but these are not his. Darkness has given its commitment to him. For his intentions to be free, the darkness must be lifted.
Okay.
Okay.
Right, so I relay this back to Durfal and Jin.
Okay. Whilst you're doing that, the commander to you, Shinju, offers you some bread and dry meats. He apologises for the poor spread, but food rations are now getting quite short. It's also getting close to the start of autumn, so they'll need to start harvesting what fruits and berries they can and hunker down for winter, to which they don't know what the situation is going to be like. But he will show you to a small stage area which will have constructed for you to play your songs and entertain the men for the foreseeable evening.
Of course, of course.
And if you wish for anywhere to stay, his tent is available to you, as he doesn't trust the men well enough with a lady who is as voluptuous as you are.
I've slept with worse, don't you worry.
I wasn't doubting you, madam, I was doubting my men. The time away might have ruined their sensibilities a tad.
I gathered. But anyway, I will play the music as said. Just show me the way.
Must not make a Ugandan knuckles joke.
Oh,
Biting my tongue so hard.
I was gonna say when Shinji said I slept with worse. Yeah, like the one that gave you that STD.
Yeah, that was a fair while back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Good time.
So that new rectangle is a makeshift stage they've constructed out of some spare lumber they have. It's even enough for you to play on, but it's not something you'd probably want to be on for a while. Some of the boards seem to feel a bit loose.
I'll sort of sit on the edge of it and sort of sit with the lute on my knee kind of thing, you know, legs crossed, lute on my knee.
Okay. Everybody else, what do you wish to do? Oh, before we go too far, Shinju, can you give me a quick performance check? With advantage, because the men are enthralled by the boobies.
I would hope that this one's a better performance check than the other one.
Nice.
There we go. The performance of a lifetime.
Nearly the performance of a lifetime. Either way, the men are enthralled. Their morale seems to have been quite happily raised. The commander, even from his tent, gives a round of applause and then disappears back inside as night falls. So, Jin, Trim, and Duathil, what are the three musketeers up to?
Right. So, I'm under the impression that the commander is cursed. Like, he's not doing what he's doing out of his free will.
I mean, that was the other thing that I was gonna do if I could get close to him again, was if I could do an insight.
Oh, yeah, that's what you can
check
do.
Or something on him, just to like see. I suppose the other thing would be at night a perception check in the tent to see if there was any like magical items or religious items around.
Yep, you can do that. Go over ahead and give me an insight check for your conversation with him, and then perception check for everything else.
Yeah, insight check.
So an 18 insight. He is fanatical to the point that his own code of conduct is becoming like a code of law.
Yeah.
Whilst he is a good man at heart, his own ideas of how things are and things were have diluted somewhere in the middle.
Have warped, say something sort of. Yeah. What would be best, sort of perception or
perception, yeah, to see if something is off.
Yeah.
Going about the place, nothing seems off. I mean, you get a good view of the map, which gives you like their battle strategy, namely just keep going at this place with their stronger units, get the siege equipment ready, and they'll make a big push by the end of the week. And that'll be like do or die. We either succeed or we hunker down here. And he's also got a couple of groups going further out than anyone ever has been to go get lumber, to build walls and palisades, and various other bits.
Would the ritual site south be anything to do with it?
The temple you came through, you mean?
Yeah.
He's also got the temple marked on the map, but it's a bit off from where you guys came through. Obviously, your maps aren't. Cartography is not his strong suit.
Yeah.
But it is noted.
Okay. Nothing else I can sort of think to look around. Obviously, some things in sort of.
Well, one thing does catch your eye, like looking at him in general. Whilst his armor is well kept and he himself is well kept, he has a ring on his finger which looks old, gnarled, and is practically broken, but yet looks brand spanking new at the same time.
I wonder if that's the other part of the sword we need. The next part.
It might well be.
Yep. I mean, if I'm in his tent at night, is he there as well, or is he?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
He's with you, and you know when you say, "Oh, I'm tired, I'm gonna go to sleep," he bids you a good night, and he'll go elsewhere. But he gives you his bed and his almost like privacy section in this very large tent, along with both of his servants who all tend to whatever needs you need, if you want wine, food, peace and quiet, company, whatever.
I was going to say, can I, if I've noticed this ring, then can I suggest to him that he stays with me a little bit longer?
Can indeed. What do you say is your suggestion? Whilst all this goes on?
I mean, it's all very nice of you. I'm sure I can repay you in particular a bit more than the others.
Well, he accepts your suggestion. He rolled a natural bloody 1.
Wow.
The incorruptible has become corrupted. Yeah, the allure of wood elven boobs.
Is he a boobs or a butt man?
I think we can all agree that there is one other thing people forget, and that's his thighs.
Yeah.
Thick thighs
save lives.
I was thinking more Zangief from Wreck-It Ralph.
God.
I once crushed a man's head like Sparrow's egg between thighs.
God.
Yeah, I haven't seen Wreck-It Ralph, go and see it. It is a very good
Yeah.
Pixar film, or Disney film, all about video games, and there's tons of references.
Oh, there is.
To game and nerd culture, if you look. Anyway, he accepts your offer and climbs into bed with you.
I will sort of take his hands and sort of.
Are you gonna slip the ring off?
Yeah, can I see if I can do a sleight of hand check?
Yep, sleight of hand check to remove that ring. Or would it be a sleight of tongue check?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I mean, I do. Tom knows the trick of the sort of the looking up with big eyes, half lidded.
The doe-eyed look.
Yeah, the Puss in Boot look, but it's a thing which is proven to sort of entice men. Sort of a woman looking up at them, sort of making themselves small and looking up. So I'm
makes
guessing.
man feel powerful, makes man feel good.
Yeah, Yep.
Anyway, with that sleight of hand check of 25, you slip the ring off his finger. He hasn't even noticed. He is still enthralled.
Well, there you go.
Wow.
Yeah. Your suggestion lasts up to 8 hours, by the way.
The session lasts up to 8 hours. Okay.
Suggestion, not the session. The session
Yeah,
can go as long as your constitutions will allow. Who tires out first? Who throws in the towel? Anyway.
Yes. There you go. Well, while the others are...
Before we get to the others, let's have a cheeky constitution saving throw between you and the commander just to see who lasts longer. Could be quite interesting.
We haven't done this since Jin and one back in the brothel, have we?
Oh god.
It's okay, you should see my face right now. The rolls are... They are glorious. He rolled 2s.
Because my constitution is 0, so...
Yep. You have a good chance of outlasting.
Wow.
Despite the fact that for Dragonborn he is well built, he is well kept, he is ripped. It's been so long. It's been embarrassing.
Meanwhile, we're outside the tent hearing all this.
Well,
Just
meanwhile, what do you guys wish to do when, like, the sun goes down and the soldiers all go to bed and what have you? What do you guys wish to do?
It sounds like they're testing the springs on this bed. Do you think they're using it like a trampoline?
At this
Jin,
point,
I would guess you'd be the last one to be thinking that.
I know. I would be, just kind of like going,
I miss tea and biscuits right now.
Yeah.
Pulls out a little pocket watch, and instead of actually having a pocket watch in it, it's just got a portrait of tea and a portrait of biscuits. And yeah.
oh,
No.
and then pull out the other pocket watch that has the not safe for work version of the portrait.
Yeah, the safe for work version has wonderful done portraits. The other one is the full picture that you don't see. Yeah. And incidentally,
the
it's
double
a slightly
fold
larger
page
pocket watch.
That's the double page fold spread version of the pocket watch.
huh.
Yeah,
Get that
exactly.
canon
That's
in
the
your
kind of-
character now.
That's the reaction I normally think. Ah.
I was gonna say, I was wondering whether I could cast like detect evil and good or detect magic, one of the two.
You can do both if you want. It's gonna be a while.
Well, since Shinju has him distracted, may as well.
Okay. On the detect good and evil front, if I can't remember what Jurathil's put down as his alignment. If he has.
I would have said neutral good, but then again, I don't really.
Yeah, I'd say he's got
about-
neutral good. Jin is
he's put
somewhere
chaotic
around,
good. Oh, he's
like,
put chaotic
through
good.
neutral.
I'd
Holy
say
shit,
I'm
it's a good-
chaotic good.
Chaotic good. Yeah.
Because I have those evil tendencies, don't I, now and again?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you tend to be a bit unlawful. Jin's very much on the lawful, well, neutral, leaning towards neutral evil.
Chaotic.
Yeah.
Whilst he does things for the right reason, unfortunately he does go around killing people because, well, murder pays. I get paid, I'm all good with this.
I do good things, but unfortunately, no one means that someone loses a couple of fingers every now and then.
Yep.
Or their life. One of those
Alive.
two.
So far he hasn't lost a finger, he hasn't quite done the dumb thing of, I shall now reveal my hidden blade whilst having a clenched fist. But anyway, but that's what you're getting readings off everyone else. In terms of the soldiers, they're all hovering around neutral, lawful good.
Okay.
Somewhere around that region. Like, they follow orders and they're good people. The captain, meanwhile, is a little bit off. Well, the commander, rather, he's a bit off. He himself is good, but there is a massive amount of evil coming off somewhere in that tent. In fact, I need you to go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
Me?
God!
Myself, or
No, Trim. Trim's the one doing the detect good and evil.
Okay, so this is good.
Okay. You know when you look at the sun for too long and it hurts, so you instantly look down, and you blink for a few minutes and everything's in red?
Yes.
That's kind of what it was like trying to focus in on whatever was giving off the evil. It's blinding. Near enough. But you are not blinded because you make the saving throw.
Yay!
Meanwhile, on the magical front, everyone's got magical items. The soldiers themselves do not. The captain's armor is magical, from what you can pick off. There is something else faintly magical in there. And again, the thing that's radiating that massive amount of evil is also incredibly magical.
Right, so the armor is magical, there's another magical thing, and then there's the evil magical thing.
which we take it is the ring.
Very magical thing.
Could I, like, tell specifically where said evil thing is? Or just, is it just somewhere in the tent?
Yes. Because it's within 30 feet of you. It is, in fact, his ring. His ring is...
Well, I mean, I have absolutely no idea, but I definitely know it's on the captain.
No. It says in the description, if there was a place on an object within 30 feet of you that's been magically consecrated or desecrated, you know exactly what it is. So, it is a ring that is evil and magical, and their power levels are over 1006.
Okay, so...
It's over 1006.
1006?
Oh, I'm sorry. My piece of paper was upside down. It's over 9,000.
Oh, right. In that case, after sort of gathering that piece of information, could I send a message to Shinju through sending?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like so
what is your quick little message?
And
this is at this point you hear some person yelling and going, "I'm so sorry, it's been a while."
Not a problem.
Yes, we hit the embarrassing bit.
No
problem.
Yeah, I'm just interrupting. Like, oh, by the way, Shinju, like, just this little voice.
Tell you what,
Mr. X is going, Gene, Scott, if you... Oh, I'm sorry, you're in the middle of something. I'll just quietly go away.
Tell you what I just thought of, Tom. Do you know what I'm thinking of now? On Action Man. The woman just jumps on top of him and he just goes, "Hello!" Doesn't know what else to say. Just, hello.
It's a little wave.
So, my quick message to Shinju is, the ring is evil. Remove it if you can. Don't wear it. Get out as soon as possible. I don't know whether it's 25 words or whatnot, but it's a quick message.
Yeah, it's a very short, quick message. So, Shinju, whilst the captain's sitting there before you, and they keep going, I'm so sorry, it's been so long since I've been with such a beautiful woman. And he calls one of his servants to come along and get a towel to clean up with. You hear Trim's message pop in your head, and you've got the ring and you're behind your back and you're just twiddling with it in your fingers.
Can I stuff it down my pants?
What?
Or get dressed? Or start to get dressed and...
Well, at this point, like, the captain's very embarrassedly gone away. I think you can send a reply? Can't remember.
Don't know
you
if
can
I
do.
have a...
Yeah, you can do. The creature hears the message in its mind, recognizes you as the sender, if it knows you, and can answer in a like manner immediately.
Yeah, so there you go.
Okay,
so if you want,
I'll
you've got this
reply.
opportunity to say to Trim, like, okay, got ya, see you later.
Yeah.
P.S.
Okay, got ya.
Bring towel.
Yep.
Damn, you took the words out of my mouth. So I wasn't going to say that. P.S. Bring a very heavy-duty towel.
P.S. Prepare the sauna.
Yes, I'm so having a sauna when we get back.
I may want to use the sauna to cleanse the sins of my soul. After hearing all that.
I know, but the thing was on Action Man as well, so he's like undercover, and they start doing it, but the whole team are like on camera, on like a hidden camera, watching him, and he can't get it up. So one of them suggests over the headphone to stimulate the prostate, and they're just sat there like watching, like really awkwardly have sex with this assassin.
With a finger up his bum.
Yeah.
Spiders, they're all sitting around eating popcorn going, this is really awkward, I can't stop watching.
Yes, yeah.
It's like a train wreck.
The suspense is terrible. I hope it will last. Anyways, the captain leaves you, Shinju, like really embarrassed, and one of the guards outside the front of his thing goes, "Is everything all right?" And he just gives him like a death glare. What do? You gonna try and sneak out from behind the tent, or just stay in there and wait till morning and reconvene with the others?
I will keep up the act. I will stay in there until morning.
Okay.
We've got to keep up the act. Don't
Okay.
pass suspicion.
In that case, then, would it be best for the three of us to get GTFO?
Well, Durithil likes the sound of that because currently you're open plain, big massive tent, not a lot of cover.
Yeah. In that case, we're going to sneak out of there, and I would like to send an let me see. I would probably have to send another message again, like just to be like, okay, we'll meet you.
But you can retcon Shinji's message to be like, okay, understood. Staying the night, see you in the morning.
Okay. All right then. I say we go. I say we just sashay away.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. So I suppose the
Go
three
ahead
of
and
us
give me some stealth checks with advantage because you're all trying to be super sneaky and quiet.
with advantage.
Yep.
Nice.
It's dark. You have the night for your advantage. Also, Durithil and Jin are like super sneaky, and if need be, will just like carry you stretcher style and trunk for the long grass. Just so you don't make any noise whatsoever. Anyways, you guys sneak off, go and hide somewhere. You know, there's plenty of cover by the lake. They've left a lot of the trees and everything, so they've got a small woodland area to hunt. Ducks and so on and so forth. So at least there's a constant food supply. But morning comes. Shinju, you awake. One of the servants that's stayed there overnight offers you on the bedside table. He says, I've got a fresh wash bowl for you, madam. Some fresh towels. Feel free to freshen yourself up. If you want, I may leave you so you have some privacy. I shall only be just outside the tent. Call if you require me.
Oh, thank you, dear. Thank you very much.
He gives you a very quick head nod, and now you see his face is bright red, rather embarrassed of what he's seeing, and then quickly scarpers off, almost tripping over himself as he leaves.
Oh, poor dear.
Oh no, poor man.
Poor man.
And with that, we shall take a break for tonight's game.
Wow! Can I just say, well played, well played. I think if there's no inspiration for Shinju, she should get some freaking inspiration for that.
All I can say is that's probably been the best run so far. Anyways, For the sake of the YouTube recording, thank you all for watching.
Thank you.
Like and leave a comment below. Click the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so that you get notified when new videos go live. I'm trying to get some new stuff done, but also feel free to follow us here on Twitch so that way you catch any live streamed games of Tales of Fumbles and Fortunes and Tales from the Southern Continent, along with random things. Because I think tomorrow I might be a bit of a pirate. Yar.
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 Ooh,
Until then.
No, that's farmer.